my body any longer.
Our day consists of no more hours than yours, sir, said Lieutenant Becky Keller. The Confederation will get through this.
You're damn right we will.
Cody dropped into his seat and, for a moment, he stared into thin air, as if he'd forgotten the presence of the two officers. Sir, asked Keller, you mentioned some good news? The hint of a half-smile tried hard to make itself known upon Cody's visage. It gave up the effort, and the Admiral's face stayed grim.
I did say that, didn't I?
A silence followed, during which Cody continued staring at the opposite wall of his office. Maybe we should come back later, said Nation. With a visible effort, Cody snapped himself out of it.
The fatigue comes and goes, he said by way of explanation. My doctor tells me Trigion 893D wasn't designed to be used more than 6 days straight, and here I am on day 26.
The good news, sir? Prompted Keller gently.
After everything the Confederation has just gone through, the Estral have finally agreed to an alliance. Would you damn well believe it?
Nation sat straight. Does this mean we get their missiles?
That's what they tell us.
Enough missiles to defeat the Trivar?
They've promised us tens of thousands of phase shifters, sufficient to knock out thousands of Trivar spaceships.
That's great news, sir, said Keller.
It comes at a price, grunted Cody. The Estral want their Estalier back, the 20 billion tons you took from Xantil Station.
Makes sense, said Nation. It would be at the top of my list, too.
They also want to be freed from the treaty-imposed limits under which they operate for the last 2 wars. In addition, the Space Corps is to provide full and unfettered assistance to destroy the Antaron, as soon as we discover precisely how to make it happen. Once we have dealt with the Trivar and Antaron, humanity and the Estral will be bound to an indefinite peace.
It could have been worse, said Keller. It could have been much worse. Yeah, said Nation. A peace treaty proposed by the Estral sounds like a promising change.
We believe the Estral are on the brink, Lieutenant. They have passed a tipping point from which it may be near impossible for their civilization to recover. The Confederation, on the other hand, has been on the receiving end of a devastating attack, but our Estalier production and our main shipbuilding planets are fully operational. We are still in the game, so to speak. In the eyes of the Estral, this is an opportunity to buy themselves sufficient time in which to recover.
Nation scratched his chin. What's changed since the last time we asked for an alliance and they told us to piss off? It strikes me that the Confederation's position has worsened, so why have they waited until now?
Weren't you listening, Lieutenant? Snapped Cody.
He sighed.
I apologize. To make it clearer for you, the Confederation's position has indeed worsened, whilst at the same time, the Estral's position has worsened considerably more. Our intel suggests they have recently lost one or more significant resources.
Planetary-level resources? Asked Keller.
Exactly, Cody agreed. For once, the Estral are facing the facts. Their miserable, warlike existence in this universe may be drawing to a close. I have no doubt they'd happily take us down with them, and I bet it sticks in their collective craws that humanity might have to bail them out for a second time. I'm sure their hatred for us is completely unchanged. None of that matters. For the moment, we have a promise of missiles, and the Estral have a better shot at survival.
When do the missiles arrive, sir? Asked Nation.
We already have the first shipment and expect the next one within 5 days. After that, further shipments over the course of the following weeks.
Sounds like the Estral can't meet demand.
It's not surprising, said Cody. As long as we get what we've been promised, it'll be enough.
I assume we'll need to do some work to make them compatible with our launchers, asked Nation.
In fact, they will fit our launchers without extensive modification, said Cody. The smaller diameter of the latest phase shifters mean they will slot into our magazines, and the gravity conveyors which carry them to the launch tubes were designed to accept varying sizes of propulsion section. It's just a shame the few hundred spaceships we have left to us weren't designed to launch vast quantities of missiles in one go. The demands of war move on.
That is a real shame, sir, said Keller. She smiled innocently. What's this I hear about Project Resurrection?